I think oftentimes when people hear me and see me, they think that I'm a fool. They think that somehow or another I've lost my mind, that I'm not down with the in crowd. They've said that nobody would love me and that I'm an outcast. But let me say this here now. We can be clear about anything. Please let me be clear about this. And I pray that it's received and understood. I don't want to be one of you. I don't want to be one of you weak men, weak people.
For my brother,
I'd rather die, death is welcome, rather than to call myself you spineless black men.
Side high, I ain't your traditional. Rapper smoking medicinal, stayed in detention. Life is all about principles, cynical ass niggas. Sorry that I offended you. I bring something different while niggas sounding identical. I'd rather drown in a swimming pool than to let you imbeciles stop me from topping my pinnacle. Try me blocked by the genitals. Trust me, it's not intentional. It's the difference between a gangster and a criminal. Cause real gangsters can't do Breakfast Club interviews. A lot of you niggas don't own a business suit. A slave for every pair of Michael Jordan tennis shoe. But anywho, got your bitch walking around like she winning pool with no bottoms on, just the top of her swimming suit. What you gon' say when the niggas gon' try to get at you? Them in what army, or you just talking in general? Cause in the end, we all gon' die like them Seminoles, nigga. These niggas weak. I'm fucking up. These niggas weak. These niggas weak. I'm fucking up. These niggas weak.
I look at the sorry state of black men in America today. The destruction of the family, the loss of integrity. When as a young boy, black shot down every day for years without stopping, when I look at what we are as black people, I'd rather be dead than to continue to live against such.
Y'all ain't trying to start a revolution. Y'all looking for a restitution. Niggas kill each other every day and ain't no evolution. My partner shot 100 niggas and it was never proven. We just labeled him a gangster and kept it moving. Let me give you the same outcome, separate shooting. A white man kill a black, we holler persecution. So instead of looting, it's time to find some better schooling. You can act like y'all don't understand when I'm elocuting. Did I stutter? I was never Reuben. Y'all ain't no Black Panthers. You wasn't there with Newton. You ain't Martin Martin. Try to better humans. Instead of all these rappers, we need some better students. It's time to rebuild the neighborhoods that we helped to ruin. And the NAACP, y'all need some help recruiting. Fuck a resolution, let's get some retribution. I feel like Malcolm X when he left the movement. These niggas weak. I'm fucking up. These niggas weak. These niggas weak. I'm fucking up. These niggas weak. Yeah. Y'all know what it is, yeah, I said it, nigga. All you niggas laying up with these bitches with no condoms and shit. Having mistake babies and shit, leaving these women to motherfucking raise your kids by their motherfucking self. Yeah, my nigga, I said it. You don't like what's going on in the motherfucking America, leave this motherfucker. When they said we were free, my nigga, that mean we were free to go back where the fuck we came from, my nigga. Yeah, a whole motherfucking continent that belong to us, nigga. It's called Africa, motherfucker. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all ain't trying to start no revolution. Y'all motherfuckers spent 10 bands on the motherfucking section in the motherfucking club. 10 bands to build a whole motherfucking neighborhood in Nigeria, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, like the show, share the show, tell a friend, we're live. Peace to everybody that's tapped into this particular chat. We are streaming from the Facebook page and the YouTube page, and the news is not likely good at all at this particular juncture. The title of this episode of the Negro Truth is Who is Leonna Hale? I might have said her name wrong. I was kind of rushing, but I was a little frustrated in the at all of this actually transpiring. But I want to get directly into it, and I don't want to waste nobody's time. I want to I want to tackle the subject head on, but before I get going, I do see that I am joined with Brother Sutek. He's in the building. Brother Sutek, you got a couple of words for the people?
Yeah, man. Peace. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Make sure you please like the show. Make sure you share the show with people who might be interested in this topic. Um, I seen the name. I wasn't familiar with it, but I seen the name and I looked it up. Kind of read a little bit about it, but I didn't get the full story. So yeah, I'm interested to see what happened and what went wrong.
Right. So what I want to do is put out the disclaimer in there. We're using the Fair Use Act. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I know it's gonna be some more people to come in to stream late, as always. I'm gonna go play a video first, and I'm gonna come back to this video. The video is only 46 seconds, and the reason I want to play the video first is because I want you to get this engraved in your head first. Then we're going to go directly to a few sources, and then we're going to come back to this video and review the video after we've obtained additional information for those of you who have no idea. As you can see, there's a police car right here. There's a woman sitting on the ground here, and we'll elaborate a little bit more. It's 46 seconds, so it's not a long wait here, and we're gonna get directly into it.
They shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Mama, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. The man ran. She was finna cooperate. She got scared. She ran down there. They shot her. 1, 2, 3, 4. My son got it on his phone too. They got her in handcuffs while she shot God. I'm a medical assistant, God. That ain't right. I'm a medical assistant, God. That ain't right.
All right, so there you have it.
They shot her.
You kind of see what happened. Apparently a lady had shot or whatever, but let's get into the detail. So who is Leonna Hale? She's a pregnant Black woman. Suspect shot 5 times and then handcuffed by Kansas City police. The victim is a 26-year-old sister. She was rushed to a local hospital and is in stable condition now. She's a pregnant Black woman. She was shot as many as 5 times by the Kansas City police as they searched for a stolen vehicle on Friday, the 27th of May. Officers in 2 vehicles were reportedly following up on a call about an armed carjacking just before 8 p.m. They had been given a description of the vehicle and license plate. At the parking lot of a Family Dollar on 6th and Prospect Avenue in Kansas City, the officers reportedly spotted the car with 2 suspects inside. As they approached it, the male driver fled northeast on 2 officers pursued him. Meanwhile, the victim, 26-year-old Leonna Hale, allegedly stepped out of the car and told the officers there was a gun inside the vehicle. Not much is known about Hale except that she was pregnant at the time of being shot. That's how that ends. Now, according to authorities, 2 officers then fired at Hale. 2 officers. She was seriously injured and had to be taken to a local hospital and is reportedly in stable condition now. The video taken by a witness, Shadanja, shows Hale laying on the ground in a pool of blood. More officers arrived on the spot, and one of them handcuffs her as she lies on the ground. The male suspect was also caught and brought to a local hospital for an unrelated medical issue. The shooting is now under investigation by Missouri State Highway Patrol. As per protocol, an outside agency must investigate officer-involved shootings. Daily News reported that 2 officers involved in the shootings have been placed on administrative leave. You'll have some videos of some people there. Let's move forward and give some strength to what's being reported. All right. Now we have an eyewitness. The eyewitness says that the police repeatedly shot an unarmed pregnant woman as she tried to run away. They shot 5 times. The witness, who only gave her first name, told Kansas City Star, "I remember seeing her hit the ground and I froze." Now, in order for us to continue to read that article, of course, you got to register and all that. So don't worry. I'm bagging it up. All right. Now, it's the same article except for, Yahoo gives credence to independent. But we can't see all of that, and we ain't finna go through all of that. So it's saying the same thing. The injured woman, who was black, was suspected of carrying out a carjacking with a male accomplice. So here we have it. A pregnant woman is supposedly carrying out a carjacking with a male accomplice. KCTV has identified her as Leonna Hale, 26. She is still alive, but suffered serious injuries and was taken to the hospital where she is stable. Now, according to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, officers confronted the pair of suspects in the parking lot of a Family Dollar on Friday. The male reportedly jumped out the car, ran away. Hale stayed and put her hands up. She did not pull out a weapon on them. The witness said she did not even have a stick in her hand. According to the witness, Shadanja, the officers repeatedly commanded Miss Hale to get down on the ground, but she explained she could not do so because she was pregnant. As they argued back and forth, Miss Hale told the officer there was a gun in the car. Eventually, she began to back up toward the fence, and the police allegedly approached her with their guns drawn. Apparently, panicking, the woman finally turned and attempted to run. Just 3 steps, and Shadanja said the police shot her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The witness recalled counting the gunshots. "I remember it because it didn't stop." Now, in the video shared with the Star, the woman is lying on the ground with her hands behind her back and appears to be blood on the shirt. They got her handcuffed. Shadanja narrates why they shot her, y'all. Police said that this is under investigation. We never want to be in these type of situations. The interim Kansas City Police Department chief says, not the public, not the police department. Anytime anything happens like this, it's a blight on the community. I want to assure that the public that the scene is secure. There's no ongoing threat. Highway Patrol will be investigating the incident. We're committed to being 100% transparent and fully cooperating with the Highway Patrol. So as far as the status of the baby, you know what I'm saying? We had one that kind of like made it seem like it ain't no more baby, but it is what it is. So again, News Nation now is reporting also the same thing. Similar, it says this: 2 officers on administrative leave for a shooting, officer-related shooting. 1 witness and involved a pregnant woman being shot 5 times. Kansas City police said they pulled over a woman because of the car was it matched the description from a carjacking. Gun was found according to the officers, but authorities have not clarified if the woman was holding the gun when she was shot. As you can see, our key witness is still consistent, and everyone is quoting her. This says a little bit different. It says, and she's doing, hold up, let me give y'all this. She's doing this the whole time, like, and moving around like that, like not on a 360, but at least 180. So she's describing, I'm not a threat to you, is what the witness is saying. She's describing how the pregnant woman was saying she's not a threat. However, police said Hale tried to run, and somewhere during the encounter, she had a gun in her hand. And that's when police say they shot her. So here goes the mojo. Police say there was also a man involved in the encounter. He was taken to the hospital. And then, Highway Patrol is reviewing the body cam footage. Hale is reportedly in stable condition. Reports that Hale is pregnant could not be independently verified by News Nation. So we get just a tad little bit more added to the story when we get a description of the lady saying that she was not a threat, and that when she tried to flee, someone says or makes mention of a gun being in her hand. The other sources do not comply and say that. So we need to make sure that we are aware of that. So now, with the evidence that we have in this particular case from multiple sources, we went through 4 different sources, okay? With one of the sources using independent as a source. So we really had 3 sources. We got an eyewitness and her son. They both have cameras. Remember this exercise in critical thinking. But we have an eyewitness. We have 2 eyewitnesses with cell phone footage. Okay? We have descriptions being given of what the people witnessed, right? Police pull up, respond to the scene. Dude hop out, leave the girl behind. She hop out, put her hands in the air, walk back to her fence, and posing that she was no threat. They approach her with their guns drawn. She panics and flees, right? This is captured. However, they shoot her as she flees. The officer said it could have been something in her hands. In one source, the other sources do not identify her having a gun or don't know if they said that is the case. And then here we have it, replaying the video.
They shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Mama, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. The man ran. She was finna cooperate. She got scared. She ran down there. They shot her. 1, 2, 3, 4. My son got it on his phone too. They got her in handcuffs while she shot God. I'm a medical assistant, God. It ain't right. I'm a medical assistant, God. It ain't right.
So you hear her describing it in the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. They shot her. They shot her. They shot her. She was finna cooperate. They shot her. This ain't right, God. This ain't right, Lord. They shot her. Now, let's see how this can spin. Let's spin it the way that they're going to spin it. African American male, African American female, in a potentially a hijacking of a car. So they're invested in criminal activity. Out of this criminal activity, police spot the vehicle at the scene of a Family Dollar or Dollar General, and they begin to whip the car over. When they whip the car over, the male flees the scene. He's the first one out of the car, and he ditches. People go run after him. He would later be detained. The woman is still at the scene with her hands in the air, admittedly saying that there's a gun in the car, bagging up, showing some type of cooperation. As they approach her with guns drawn, she panics and tries to run away. Supposedly, she's pregnant. She is hit up 5 times by 2 different officers. Officers are on leave. Situation is under investigation. We have 2 eyewitnesses with cell phone camera footages and counting how many times the lady has been shot. And there you have it. What do we make of the information that we have so far? Sutek. He ain't busy.
No, I did. I had to step away for a second. I heard you say one source says the lady didn't have, or the lady did have a gun, right? And the rest of them said that she didn't.
Yeah. So out of the sources we have a consistent story coming from the eyewitness.
Mm.
The eyewitness says there was nothing in this lady's hands. All right. But the one source says that there was a potentially something in her hands at the time of her fleeing. But they couldn't confirm. This is all can't be confirmed.
But at the same time, if she's fleeing, that means her back is turned.
That is correct.
So it really shouldn't matter too much.
Nah, and she's pregnant.
Right.
And it's 2 male officers.
Oh man, this shit crazy. That shit happened again. The way I said, bro, we don't even have enough time to be outraged at the previous time that some shit done happened before some more shit happened. Like it's
correct.
It just be too much.
Shit did we might not be talking about it, but some shit recently did happen with another officer related incident.
Yeah, it might be something I miss. I be trying not to pay too much attention to news because this is the type of shit you see all the time, and that shit, like I said, I be having to protect my mental health, bro, because that shit'll piss me off. It'll have me pissed off all day. And if I keep an eye on all that shit, I be pissed off all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad though, man. The sister was pregnant.
And only one source says they couldn't confirm if she was pregnant, but other sources are saying that she's black. She's pregnant, a pregnant black woman. Shot 5 times.
In the back.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know if she lost the baby. We don't know much more than this. We know that this transpired on a Friday, on the 27th. We know she was hit up. It was kind of quiet. It's officer related. They follow a protocol, and the footage has come out regarding the incident. Now, we do not have, if they do have the film, we don't have direct film that would implement something.
Whether she had a weapon or not.
Well, yeah. Well, hold on. It says breaking news. Kansas City police officers shot a woman multiple times in front of me and my kids and put her in handcuffs. When she got out the car, she put her hands up and was walking to them to show she didn't have a weapon in her hand. She did run 3 steps away when she got scared at them all coming toward her with guns in her face. That's when she was shot that many times. Keep in mind, they chased her boyfriend who jumped out of the vehicle, and he was captured unharmed while she was left there in the street, literally still near the vehicle she got out of. This is in a video. Let's see if I can bring this up for everybody that's tapped in, because I do see it's more people coming in. But this whole incident, the sources is in the description of this video. Oh, it's not. This content isn't available right now, so they're not going to allow me to be able to extract that because of the situation, I guess. But this is what I was basically saying, and this is relating to her video. Then told me to leave my kids in vehicle. Literally just happened. Family Dollar on 7th and Prospect. I'm literally in shock. The whole video, I'm a whole medical assistant, and it's literally not how you handle a gunshot victim who's pregnant. Let's continue. Let me see if this will get out of the way. But this is her Facebook post right here. But this damn thing, man, ain't gonna go nowhere. Well, they be moving them ads. But this is her whole post. So it's saying the same thing that was just said above. In a similar incident on the 27th, shocking body camera footage and captured the moment a white Houston police officer gunned down a black suspect after a car chase. So that's what I was telling you earlier. That's April 27th. Narcotic officer Shane could be seen pulling out the patrol car. Suspect was running. Privet yelled at the suspect, 29-year-old Jalen Randall, "Let me see your hands." As he spilled out the last word of his command, a gunshot was heard and Randall collapsed. He dropped a bag and a sandal as he fell to the ground. As in Hale's case, the man was handcuffed as he lay face down on the ground. They put he, but it's she. After the shooting, Randall's family said that he did not get any time to react. In a matter of seconds, as soon as he got out of the car, he was shot. His father said, he's never got a chance to even hear commands, he added. He'll never get to go to his daughter's graduation from preschool. It's terrible. So that officer killed him. So there you have multiple incidents there. So Leonna Hale is a pregnant black woman who was shot 5 times. Charges, what spawned the incident to occur is that a vehicle was reported stolen, or a carjacking had transpired. Carjacking transpires, reportedly, or whatever the case may be. Police respond to a car that looks similar to it in description. The boyfriend flees from the scene. The lady stays behind. She gets out, hands up, showing she's no threat. Fears for her life, turns and runs. She takes literally 3 steps and she's shot 5 times in the back. She hit 5 times. Wherever she shot at, she hit 5 times. They say she's doing okay. As far as confirming if she's still pregnant or not is a different subject matter. With what we have and the history of policing at our feet, are we really going to let them use a potential carjacking to incriminate her and justify the shooting of this unarmed black lady 5 times? Because that's how this can play out in Missouri.
My thing is, when do they get held to the standards that they're supposed to meet? How the fuck you gonna shoot a lady in the back? Right. If that's somebody on the street, that's attempted murder.
Mm-hmm.
When the fuck do they get held to these standards? That's I just be confused, bro. They get away with doing this to niggas all the time.
Yep. They're justified under the law. A lot of times to be able to get away with some of the shit that they get away with. The problem with that is that when we start, if people start, I don't want to say what I want to say, but if the incident was reversed, you know what I mean? You'll start seeing different style of policing. So Melanated Goddess asked, how could he leave her behind? I can tell you exactly how he left her behind. Maybe he got warrants. Maybe he has dope on him. He know he got the gun, but he flees, probably assuming that he got the gun, not knowing that he left the damn gun in the car.
Yeah, probably under the assumption that she finna run too.
Yeah,
that's what I would have thought.
He just stole the car. Now, I don't know if she know the car was stolen or not, or if she even had anything to do with the car being stolen or whatever, or this is a police ploy. But apparently there was a carjacking reported, which would be he is responsible for it. So rightfully so, he gonna flee. But he got this girl in the car with him. And they at the Family Dollar. Think about that. You on 7th Street at the Family Dollar, around the corner by the projects. He fleeing the scene because he ain't trying to go to jail. He know he just caught. He gonna catch a. You know what I'm saying? He gonna catch a little charge. He gonna have to go do some time. She pregnant. She really, what level of her involvement is or isn't. We don't know. We don't know because they don't tell us that there was reports of 2 people just committed a carjacking. We don't know, Chad. We don't know the validity of it. He could have been riding through, and she could have been coming out the store, and he just picking up. He might be picking up and get ready to drop her off. We don't know the validity of everything because we don't have all the evidence. What we do have is 2 eyewitnesses who is saying the same thing, and they have video evidence of that which they are saying as well. Thinking about himself, he left her. Yeah. Well, this goes back to a bigger issue. You know what I mean? That's kind of been going on as far as this masculinity conversation. But in overall, you don't leave her in those conditions. You know what I mean? You don't catch the charge anyway. Hell, they caught him. He still got the same charge, even though he fled. He still caught. The problem is that she's shot 5 times. And if she's pregnant and the baby doesn't survive, then she's without a child and she's shot 5 times. And she's possibly still is going to be charged for this, carjacking. And then they might hit her with some endangerment or whatever the case may be. Now, this is Missouri. This is the same state that during the presidency of Obama, they was hanging monkeys up on billboards and places like that. So they really don't care too much for you. This is the show me state. So what do y'all want to make of this? What up, Donnie? You late, bro. But what y'all want to make of it? What can you say? The only positive is that they say she's in stable conditions, but her conditions could change. Let's see if we can find anything else on the update, because their eyes is all on that. Mother Jones said they shot a black woman who said she was pregnant and had her hands in the air. So this ain't gonna look too good for them if they check them video cameras out and her hands was absolutely in the air and they shot her. And as I think that people should press the issue on releasing the video footage, because that's going to be the only thing that would justify the police officers, if they have the evidence to justify them, is that turning around and showing that video so that they can say, see, this is what we got.
Yeah, we need to see the video. We got to, because I mean, if she did pull something out, then they justify it. If not something, if she pulled a weapon, then they justify it. If not, then I mean something gotta happen.
Yeah, so here it is. She remains alive and is in severe but stable conditions. She suffers from a broken arm, a collapsed lung, and 2 bullets remain lodged inside her body. There she go. Let's see what they say. I hope these officers face some sort of repercussions for this, but I know they most likely won't. Repercussions for what? Apprehending a violent criminal? It's always ultra MAGA. I wonder how much feelings you would be different if the scumbag carjacked you out of your car. Did you not read the thread or what? She had her hands up and had no weapon. There was no reason to shoot her. You make a critical mistake of trusting everything you read. All I need to know is a carjacking suspect, see what I'm saying? Which is considered a violent felony, was trying to elude police and was shot. I, for one, am glad. One less carjacker to worry about when I'm driving my son to school. Innocent until proven guilty. It says suspect and nothing of evidence. She was surrendering. You don't use lethal force on someone who poses zero threat, even if they panic and shuffle away after you already threatened their life. If I can handle sitting there under automatic fire for several minutes before being given permission to return fire at the age of 19, then grown-ass men should be able to not shoot unarmed pregnant women. So, you know, this dude got some type of training. So what? She's pregnant. Why does it matter if she's a woman? Leftists can't define women. They don't care about pregnancy. They want to abort up to 9 months. Carjacking is one of the most serious crimes one can commit. Look what his focus is. Abortion. She's pregnant. She ain't going to get an abortion. She's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love the comments, bro. You gotta love the comments. They tell you who people are. Read the full story of the horrific murder and cover-up of Malcolm Johnson, as well as how every white Kansas City media outlet further framed him by legitimizing the KCP story here. See, they got a lot of things that they're facing right now. And that's why I said what I said. Not too long ago, they had an incident up there as well. This is the second incident, but this lady survives. She survives her incident, but Malcolm didn't. And see, and they probably gonna get some smoke about this. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You want to kind of go around and see what people are saying and things of that nature. You know, women allegedly shot by a cop 5 times while fleeing. Black woman shot 5 times. It's making its rounds. That's for sure. It's making its rounds. So what do we do as a people to either police ourselves or try to handle situations like these a little bit better so that we prevent the police from drawing their weapons and knocking us down? I mean, we already got our own issues, yeah, because, you know, we knocking ourselves down. But to add insult to injury, you got the police knocking us down too. How do we get the people that's supposed to protect and serve to not knock us down? And honestly, it'd be the women, which is a major concern for me because, you know, you're taking a mother away. I'm gonna play this real quick. Nah, you know what? I ain't gonna play it. Nope.
Getting a new pet isn't easy.
Nah, I ain't gonna play it. Not playing it at all. They're gonna want to do all type of credit stuff. Do you really think they're gonna come out and protest? You think they're gonna protest? What up, Mo? They didn't protest over Johnson. They remained quiet over Johnson. Hey, somebody tell me, where Mike Brown from?
St. Louis.
St. Louis what?
Missouri.
I just wanted to plant that seed on everybody. How long was Mike Brown?
Man, what shit? Probably about 5-6 years ago, something like that.
It ain't too far back. We all remember Mike Brown. Even if it's 10 years, we remember Mike Brown. And what was he doing when he got shot?
I think he stole some switches or something.
Say he paid for him. He was walking away from the police officer, walking down the street back into the apartments.
Yep, 2014.
I'm saying all of that to say, man, that these people, man, it's hard for us to actually argue certain things. I mean, we can say whatever we want, but to argue certain things because they try to put it to us in a way to make it look like, well, y'all doing this shit to yourselves. We're just speeding up the process. But they're hiding this shooting behind a carjacking.
Yeah, shit. I mean, we fucking up ourselves, but at the same time, that ain't got shit to do with what they supposed to be doing.
Right.
They don't protect or serve. Not in our communities, at least most of the time.
True. That's all the way true. Not in ours. But we have to adhere to the shit that they do, right? Then act like the shit never happened. But how would y'all react if the officers point a gun in your face? What are you supposed to do? When an officer point a gun in your face, what do you do? At this moment is fight or flight. But it's an officer, so you know you can't fight. They're gonna knock you down anyway. You're going to make some sudden move. How many people ever had a gun pointed in their face in the chat?
Yeah, a few times.
Man. I just want people to know when that gun get pointed in your face, you react. You're going to have some type of movement. You're either hesitant. If you freeze up, you're hesitant, or you break to get away. It ain't a pleasant sight at all. But man, I want to hear from y'all, man. What's some solutions? I know, you know, it ain't just me. I just providing the information. I don't know how y'all will see this thing, how it will transpire, but this lady was shot 5 times in the back with her hands in the air. She's pregnant. Only one source will say that she remotely had potentially any type of weapon. And what we do know is that they actually have video footage of this shooting from the police officer's perspective. So ultimately, you know, if they're going to justify this shooting, they're going to have to release the video footage. If they don't release the video footage and try to hide fault, then we know that there's some corrupt things in play. But if the media, like the news media, the everyday media, if it ain't getting that much attention, then they can hide it. They can smoothly get away with it from, the way they want to get away with it. They can get away with it. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but they literally can get away with it if the media attention is not there at all. I dropped a link in the chat for anybody that was interested in actually trying to, wanted to speak on the situation, got questions, wanted to, whatever.
Yeah, man, we gotta tap them pockets. That's the only thing white folks respect.
Yeah.
That money. You have to tap them pockets. You have to get into the politics. We ain't in no position right now to be going heads up.
Ramon, a 26-year-old black woman pregnant, shot 5 times in the back by the police. Police responded to a potential carjacking and identified a car. The dude that was that had the female in the car with him, he get out and run. The female gets out the car. She's walking toward them with her hands in the air, showing she's not a threat. She even told them that there is a weapon in the car. They got their guns drawn down and pointed in her face. So she gets nervous, takes 3 steps. She shot. She suffers a broken arm, punctured lung, and then she got some other wounds on her as well. We don't know the status of the child, if she is indeed pregnant. We don't have the video footage of the police officers being in the right. This incident transpired on the 27th of May, which is a Friday, this past Friday. And if they ain't brought out that video by now, having all the time that they actually had to review that footage from the time it actually transpired, and you know what I'm saying, the highway patrol doing the investigation and so on and so forth. We don't have anything. Mo says, so she survived. Yeah, she survived. They may possibly the state may try to possibly settle with her so that she don't have any charges, but it's going to be up to the media. Oh, yeah, they are stuck. They tried to say that it looked like she had something in her hands, though. So that's why we gave you multiple sources so people ain't got to take our words for it. They can read it. But more importantly, you can look up and see who this sister is, and you can familiarize yourself with her and this situation. Absolutely. But yeah, man, I wanted to get on the horn and kind of document this. I didn't see anybody else making mention of it or having conversations about it or even trying to get into the validity of what transpired. But we have a sister being shot pregnant sister being shot 5 times by the police, 2 different police officers. That's correct. Well, Mo, I'm gonna play the video for you because you don't know. You came in late. But this is what we know. We got 2 eyewitnesses with cell phone footage, and of course, the sister herself.
They shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Mama, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. The man ran. She was finna cooperate. She got scared. She ran down there. They shot her. 1, 2, 3, 4. My son got it on his phone too. They got her in handcuffs while she shot God. I'm a medical assistant, God. That ain't right. I'm a medical assistant, God. That ain't right.
So there you have the eyewitness from her Facebook page, which the post is not available to people right now. So you know, Kansas City Police Department issued that be restricted from Facebook because it could impede in ongoing investigation, and they don't want the police to be, have to deal with the public court system. Boom said, "I'll be frank, y'all let white folk get away with a lot. This is for the rappers and gangbangers. Where the action at?" Man, name a time in history where you seen really well. I got to take that back, because there was times where gangs were policing communities themselves, and they served a bigger and better purpose. And then that all changed, within the crack era. So, and things ain't been the same since. Peace, Sundiata. Yeah, they shot her, Mo, and then handcuffed her. She was shot. She falls to the ground. They told her to get on the ground. She told them she could not get on the ground. She was pregnant. If you look at the video again, before that police officer car comes, hold on. I want you to pay attention to what you're seeing, because you're going to have to see this how they see it. I'm not asking you to play detective. But here's the sister. She's shot and she has blood on her shirt. As you can see, she's leaning to her left, which is all right.
They shot her.
I'm going to put it on mute. Before this car pulls up and blocks her, look at her. Look, now she's down because she can't breathe. She got one in her lung. She got one in her lung. When she fell, she broke her arm. She got other bullet wounds. She's suffering from multiple places. She's in a lot of pain at this particular juncture. They're saying her status is critical but stable. And if we just play it without no sound, you see, look, now she all the way on the ground. She hurt. She all the way on the ground. And look, hold on. This nigga in this yellow shirt, lime green shirt, man. The hell is he doing? Look. If you look right here where my cursor is, can y'all see my cursor? I'm gonna make it big. Make my cursor big. Hopefully you can see it, because I'm moving this joker. I'm trying to, okay. So y'all can see it. Right here, you see a police vehicle or some type of vehicle right here with writing on the back, and a police vehicle. You still see the officer with his gun drawn. Look at his distance. He's about 10 yards. About 10 yards away from the suspect. That's an easy shot for him. That is a police officer, not the lime green shirt. Over here where my cursor going crazy. That's a police officer with his weapon drawn and his finger is on the trigger. And she's still down. Now, if you go back here, if she had a weapon, where the hell the weapon at? the weapon would have fell out of her hand to the left or right or out of our view or anything like that. But the two eyewitnesses killed it.
It don't even make sense to pull a weapon while running away.
For the police to try to get away.
Right, this shit is stupid, man. So either she pulled it and then ran, which don't make no sense, or she pulled it while she was running, which don't make no sense.
Right. Because you ain't gonna try to pull it until you got away from them where you can throw the gun. And even if you pull it to throw the gun, you still your body is having the motion, you know what I'm saying? You're in the motions of tossing the weapon.
I don't believe she had nothing. We gotta see that footage.
Right. Right. We gotta see that footage.
Yeah, they have to present some primaries.
Man, all day long, bro. All day long. Dude, you just pulled it, bro. You stink. And then right here, she's okay. So Mo, just to show you where she handcuffed at, he go to handcuffing. Boom, stop. She's bleeding. Look at her shirt. She's bleeding from her wounds from the back. We see blood. All y'all can see blood, bro. We all can see it. Spots of blood all over her shirt. Her shirt white. They got her handcuffed and he on top of her. Sort of. Maybe he kneeling down next to her. But she in hella pain. And remember, her arm is broke. Then this fat ass nigga, he gonna get in the way. Just so y'all can see. Look, what is his foot doing right here? It's real close to her head. His feet are real close to this lady's head, bro. And the lady that's filming it, even when the police pulled up, she gets closer. And he trying to, look how they got her. Look. He got a camera on him, but what is he doing right here at this junction? As he's bagging up from her. Look like he bagging up from her. Yep. Or he taking pictures of where she wounded at. It's probably what he doing, taking pictures of where she wounded at. Look, she's still down there. This is a very gruesome scene here. Then he began to block the scene, and then the other officer began to get in front of it. And now they asking, I don't know why she hurt, bro. What the hell you asking the questions for? So there you have it. So we have to figure out a solution to some of our problems very quickly. Yeah, I'm not saying that they didn't call medical assistance, but that the lady that was recording was, making her case known that that's not how you treat her. And this is where we are with this particular incident. So we have to figure out, like I said, solutions to some of these problems that we're having, because we continue to have them and it's occurring a few times a year like it ain't nothing. And then it gets, like I said, we make enough noise to last a couple days or a month or two, and then it's no more noise. It's no more noise. So we have to do a better job at either policing ourselves or creating opportunities for people to not have to be involved in situations like they are. And out of creating those opportunities, we have to support those opportunities. We just can't ask Black people to start businesses and then ignore the fact that they actually got businesses. That's what we got to do. We create business opportunities, and then we have to support those business opportunities, and then we have to educate and teach more people how to fish. So I don't know where y'all at on this. Should she go to jail? Should she be rewarded? What should be? Should the police be fired? You know what I'm saying? Should they be paid? Should they be on paid leave, administrative leave? What we're talking about? Khalil says we need a self-tax and have your job take it out your check. Interesting. Boom, you need to beat these folk up. It's the only way, even if it's a lie, lose, okay, situation. The point is to make them lose.
Yeah, man, we gotta see that video. If this wasn't warranted, I need prosecution. Need some charges. Fuck all that paid leave. That's a paid vacation.
Exactly.
Nah, we need charges. The shit would have been charges even when we on each other neck. We don't get that type of leniency. So fuck that. We need charges.
I agree. Sister Mo said, tap those pockets and she didn't have a weapon or impose the threat. They should be fired and lose pension. To form these institutions to do what we need to do, lobbying power and positive propaganda. Yeah, I agree with you there. We need solutions. You know, we have great minds. We have a body of great minds, but we have an amass amount of issues in our own communities that we can't solve with a stroke of a pen. We need immediate relief. We need immediate relief. So if we're going to handle certain situations that matter to us the most, we got to be ready to go into these places and change lives. Absolutely, they thirsty for them bodies. They talk about that shit among themselves, bro. You know they talk about it among themselves. I don't think that we're going to get charges brought up on these police officers, to be honest. I think our luck with the system, we just got issues with that. I don't think that we'll see charges. And this isn't super high profile, or yet, as of yet, it's not high profile. And if it is not high profile and it stays under the cusp and the media doesn't run with this, then we won't even probably get these police officers being charged. If the state of Missouri was to send a message, then they were to send a message without an outrage. And that message would then send a ripple effect through police departments in all over the country. If they do this themselves without political pressure or media outrage, if they take it up on themselves to be responsible enough to bring charges on those officers. And you know, they need to make that video available. This doesn't need to be a 2 months, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 months, a year later situation. We got video, and we got 2 different videos, and then we got 2 different officers' videos. So that means that we have eyewitness accounts, and then we have the police version or the police perspective. And that officer that's sitting there holding his gun with this lady still on the ground, we got to see his camera because he still got his gun pointed out. Where is his camera located? Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? A lot of those officers have figured out how to get in the vision of their cameras when they are firing their weapons. But we need it, like Sutek said, we need to see the video. What am I talking about? Well, a sister that's 26 years old was shot 5 times by the police officers in Missouri on Friday. The reason for her being shot is because they said that she was fleeing the scene, and it was reports of a recent carjacking, and the car that they was in fit the description. The boy that was in the car, he fled. She got out, tried to give herself up. She pregnant. They got their guns pointed in her face. She posed no threat to them. You know, she feared a little bit, got hesitant, took a few steps in the other direction. They knocked her down. And yeah, you in Kansas City. You're absolutely right. You're in Kansas City. So that's what we're talking about. Leonna Hale. We don't have any other existing images of this as of yet, but let me see. We just keep on having this shit happen over and over. Our stream is up, but there's other people that are actually talking about it. That talked about it earlier, but I think everybody got the same video footage. For those small, the numbers ain't even big enough. It's not trending. It's not trending to a degree to where people could really get it, but there's some videos out there. So I'm gonna play the video again. It's 2 minutes. I'm gonna play this. Well, let me do this again. Because I don't want nobody over here tripping about shit. Now, mind you, that everybody is using the same lady's footage. Well, this don't look like the same lady footage though. This is a different angle. Let's go. Let's use it.
They shot her. They shot her. They shot her.
Okay, there you go.
They shot her. They shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her.
We didn't see the
Mama,
beginning of the
they
Durango.
shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. What? I ain't seen nobody like this since my daughter died in front of me. They shot her, y'all. They shot her. They shot her, y'all. They shot her. I watched it all. Y'all, please, they shot her. They shot her, y'all. They shot her, God. Oh my God, they shot her. They still putting her in handcuffs. What type of woman are you? You still putting her in handcuffs. They still putting her in handcuffs after they shot her. My name is Miss Prey. I'm from Arkansas. Look how they got her. in handcuffs. They got her in handcuffs while they shot her, y'all. Why they shot her? They got her in handcuffs while they shot her, y'all. Why they shot her? Why they shot her, y'all? They got her in handcuffs. I've never seen. I'm from Louisiana. I'm from Arkansas, but I stopped here to get some gas, y'all, and to get some ice cream for my kids, y'all. And my son just watched this. My 1-year-old son just watched this. My 10-year-old son just watched this, and my 13-year-old son just watched this happen. The man ran. She was finna cooperate. She got scared. She ran down there. They shot her. 1, 2, 3, 4. My son got it on his phone too. They got her in handcuffs while she shot God. I'm a medical assistant, God. It ain't right. I'm a medical assistant, God. It ain't right. My son in the store. My son in the store. My son in the store. My son is in the store. My 10-year-old son is in the store. Yes, sir. I'm back. I'm back, sir. I watched that. My son's. Jacob, come bring my baby. Bring my baby. Bring my baby out that store. He ran in there to hide. Bring my baby. The officer don't even care about my baby. Come on, Jacob. Don't get scared, baby. Come on. Come on. Get in the car. Get in the car. They kicking me away.
There you have it. That's the extended version of the video. That's the extended version of the video. You seen a little fat dude, he was getting on down. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, what you expect? Go ahead, Shute.
No, I ain't got nothing, man. This shit just be pissing me off every time I see it. Yeah, something gotta happen though. I agree with we gotta hit them pockets, man. That's what these folks respect. They don't respect the life. They respect money. They respect the opportunity to make money. So I agree. I need prosecutions. I don't really see that happening. But something more practical would be to hit them in the pockets. That'll make a motherfucker think twice before reacting that way or before allowing and accepting this type of behavior. Because that don't make sense, bro. The whole situation don't make sense. I got it. I hopefully they put this footage out. I'm gonna keep pounding on that. We gotta, like you said, we gotta press for that shit though. You can't just have some fake outrage and then forget about it. We gotta press the issue. If we forget about it, we stop lobbying for it, they ain't gonna put it out. Like you already said, like it ain't headlining, it ain't major news right now. So they don't really have no incentive for putting this shit out. Ain't nobody pressing them on it. And ain't nobody gonna press them on it unless we make this shit get to the headline somehow.
Major, yeah. I mean, we got a few headlines, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't major media as it is, or maybe it will be with more information, but it just ain't hit that cycle like that. It ain't trending at a pace to where it needs to be. And that all y'all with Twitter, all y'all with Instagram and all of that, you know what I mean? I think Instagram might have had something on it. I don't know, you know, I really ain't got no Insta, but you gotta make that a pop. It's gotta get in front of the right people, and we have to get some immediate stuff, you know. We don't need no Ben Crump, which he probably on his goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? He the new age Jesse Jackson. Ben Crump. They show up when shit gets sour. But it is what it is at this junction. Hold up, y'all. All right, but yeah, man, we need to have we need a strategy. You know what I mean? We need a collective. Mo told me leave Ben alone. Shit, I'm telling the truth about Ben, man. Shit. We ain't know who Ben Crump was till he started popping up on all these little police incidents. And then we get mad when Al Sharpton come through. Yep. They do. Well, maybe, you know, okay, I see what you're saying. Khalil, you saying that she need Ben Crump because he gonna rally up the media. Okay. Well, you know, hey, whatever the case may be, we just got to figure out what we can do on our end to solidify charges being brought against these officers. We have an unarmed black woman who's pregnant, shot 5 times in the back, regardless of the situation. If she's just a passenger in a stolen car, y'all already know what those charges are. Y'all know what those charges are. They petty ass misdemeanor ass charges. Kids be getting them things at 11 and 12 years old. You know what it is. So you get, you know what I'm saying? You get that. They got dude. We have so many issues. I don't know where to start. That's a fact. But y'all right though. I mean, you know, you have people, you know, calling for police reform and things of that. Joyriding. That's how she get a joyride charge in the car. Was she there when the carjacking transpired? The person who quote unquote filed the carjacking claim would have to say that she either was in on it and partake in that situation, or say that she was not a part of that incident. It was only a single person, and then they go from there. But they can't incriminate her off the cusp when she probably didn't have anything to do with it, and she made a bonehead decision by hopping in a vehicle with someone from the hood. Right. We got 2 mass shootings. Mass shooting, we got Buffalo, and then we got Texas, and then we got the police killings, and psychologically we have some issues. So here's where we are. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? We need a self-imposed tax fund, special prosecutor, independent autopsy, Johnny Cochran. Man, we need to bring dude back, man. If we could resurrect anybody, we need a badass Johnny Cochran for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need a badass Johnny Cochran for real. Meanwhile, states are looking to put RICO cases on rappers. They gonna go on. I'm surprised they ain't went on this girl Instagram. Let's see if she got Instagram or Twitter or something like that. They start already trying to trial her. Let's see. Hold on. Caleb, shut up. All right, let's see. I'm trying to look. Nah, they ain't got nothing on her. The only thing I see on here is people responding to the fact that something had happened. Well, I don't know if this is her or not. The real Remy Red. Oh, that's the real Remy Red. So nah. Somebody trying to talk about it though. Yep. Somebody on Insta trying to talk about it. According to Google. But I'm surprised they ain't try to impeach her though, through the media.
That's what Khalil just said. The character assassination coming next. Yeah, we know that we see that pattern.
Facts, Mo. But yeah, facts, Khalil. That's the blueprint, ain't it? The character said as the more the media pick up on it, the more the assassination began to come out. That's why when I was reading the article, I'm like, hold up. How they gonna spin this? Excuse me. How they gonna spin this carjacking? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a big issue. But yeah, man, I wanted to come live and kind of like talk about this and bring it to people's attention because I know a lot of people really haven't heard of anything like that, and you know what I'm saying. I couldn't let that just kind of like go in the wind without trying to start a conversation surrounded by it. So hopefully, we can be more productive in looking for solutions. All the other stuff that we own is great. We need history to teach us lessons so that we don't make the same mistakes, and we have to kind of resolve some of these things from different aspects. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you all the way though, Khalil, on the character assassination. That's coming. That's next. If it get politicized and Ben Crump get involved, oh yeah, they coming for her character. And that's when you know the state gonna have to pay us some money and all that. But they already looking like they gonna owe us some money anyway. Just shut up, some hush money, so she don't talk about the shit. And then we still ain't gonna have nothing resolved. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna drop this again, man, in case anybody got something they want to say. We'll give y'all like another like 2 minutes or something like that. If don't nobody hop on, man, we gonna wrap up. But this is what y'all take on basically what we just brought to your attention, especially those of you who might have hopped in later, whatnot. All the sources are in the description of the video. The only video I don't have in there is that last one that I put that was 2 minutes. And that pretty much was showing a lot more. You know, that lady hit that button quick. I don't know if she went Facebook Live or whatever, but she also has a Facebook post that she put up that I tried to go behind that and see if I can grab, and I can't. It ain't let me in either way. Oh yeah. Of course, they gonna say they found well, it ain't their car, but they gonna say they found something. You know what I'm saying? She already said there was a gun in the car. She admitted to that. It's a gun in the car. So we gotta see how they spin it. We gotta see how they play him and her. You know, they got some moves that they actually can make to try to justify, all of this stuff. We just can't let them get away with it because her back turned. She trying to flee from them. She wasn't running toward them. She's trying to run away from them. And just when you go to, all right, so let's just keep it a buck. If you haven't had any type of firearm training through an inspector or whatnot, the inspectors tell you in those trainings that they do that, you shouldn't fire your weapon with someone back turned to you, especially if they're walking away from an incident. They even telling you before you really have to fire your weapon, if you can avoid firing your weapon by simply walking away from the incident or fleeing the incident, choose that option before you pull and pop. But it's like the police ain't thinking about none of that training that they actually had in any of those scenarios that would prevent, prevent things like this from happening. But I see, man, we ain't got nobody hopping on with us, bro. So what you got for the people, Sute, before we close out?
Shit, not much, man. It's tragic that we got to go through this shit again. We got to see this shit again. Somebody lost a child. Well, no, she's still alive. She's still alive. I'd be so used.
We don't know about the baby, though. We don't know about the baby.
Right. I'd be so used to them killing us, bro. Damn. But yeah, that's the thing too. That a mother still could have lost her child. Like and okay, well here Khalil. Let me see what he got to add in. What up, bro?
Yo, what up, man? What up, Sean?
What's good, bro?
Nah, I just watched that shit, man. That shit crazy, yo.
Yep.
Crazy, yo. But yo, like I said, man, yo, real talk, man. Yo, there gotta be some type of tax, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta come together on that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? At least put some kind of institution behind it, because that's the only way it's gonna happen, yo. It's the only way it's gonna happen.
I agree with you, bro.
Shit getting normalized. You follow what I'm saying? There's another one that just happened. Like I said, the propaganda machine coming right behind that shit. They're gonna find her smoking a blunt or some stupid shit. Gonna put that picture on there, and they just gonna be like, for real, another dead nigga. Like, she worth it. She poor. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. What difference does it make? And then we gonna start talking about, oh, she shouldn't did this because she was pregnant. She shouldn't have been doing this because her boyfriend stole her car. And what that got to do with the fact that they shot her?
Right.
5 times.
What that got to do with anything?
Not one time, because you can put your threat down with one shot.
Yo.
And you a trained officer.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, we all held firearms before. You could get one shot off. You ain't got to keep squeezing.
Nah, you ain't got no damn switch on them Glocks. You got to add 6 pounds of pressure. 5 shots. One officer fired 3 times and the other one fired 2. That's 12 pounds of pressure for one officer, and 18 for the other officer. So that means you was too reactive. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all doing too much, bro. That's too many squeezes, bro. Y'all trying to knock their ass down.
Yo, I learned a long time ago, yo. When you don't have consequences and there's nothing behind it, yo, you keep doing it. That's just human nature. Ain't no consequences behind none of this shit, yo. None. So what's to prevent them from keeping doing it?
None. Absolutely none, bro.
Their pockets ain't getting hit. Their family ain't going, you know what I'm talking about, man. I ain't gotta say that shit over there.
Yeah.
Like I said, we need to have a tax for that, so you can have positive propaganda. So when they start coming out with all of that, talking about using people's IG to show her doing this and showing her doing that, what's that all about? We need to have something behind that to protect her from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yo, I don't come up here much. I don't do much, man. But yo, I just had to come up, drop that little bit, man. So, whatever.
Yeah, man. We gonna wrap this thing up, man. Let people ponder on that. Maybe when we get, some more information on the cop side, especially with the video, we can follow up and we can readdress some of the stuff that we've been talking about. But we do need to start thinking about how many of these issues we're going to resolve. We got to take them on one at a time or multiple times. I think we can walk and chew gum and we just need to let that be known. We do need to hit them in their pockets. I think we all are aware of that. I do think a positive propaganda machine would actually be of a use. You know, we don't need to be calling people leaders that really ain't leaders, but what we need to do is we need to have a cohesive strategy to implement so that we can push for reforms and we can push for certain things to happen in instances like that. Like if, for instance, if a police department has, for instance, multiple civilian situations like this, how the hell I want to name it? Like if a police department has multiple situations where they had police involved shootings, right? That department, no matter where it is in this country, should economically feel it. And that department should come under heavy scrutiny and publicity. And then, you know, it should be some immediate firing, voting for hiring and replacements there. Because if we do that, that's just, if we can implement something like that, we get into the union's business. Yeah. And the police don't want us in the union's business.
Yep. Oh,
yo, we can't trust them no more.
Yep. Yo, you could do the public thing, like I said, if you put together an organization and use, you know, people be on the internet, use it like that. You know what I'm saying? To come up with these dudes' addresses and tell people to come to the motherfucker's house.
Yeah. I think that ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? Or like you said, get a database of all the cops that got 4 or 5 complaints, aggravated assaults, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And locally, you know what I'm saying, protest against that shit. Be at them niggas' houses or get them motherfuckers fired and all of that. Before that shit happened. Because, yo, at this point, we got to have a proactive plan instead of a reactive plan. Yep.
Because it's going to happen again. What if we sit around wishing it don't happen again? Come on, man.
Yeah, anytime
at this point,
the police respond to a situation, there's a likelihood that we won't make it out of that bitch. That's sad.
Any incident, getting pulled over, it don't matter.
Oh, she didn't.
It don't matter.
Yeah, you're correct, bro. But yeah, man, go back and catch the replay. Like I said, I got the sources in the description.
All right,
the video in the description as well. You can kind of follow the flow of those things. We're gonna do a follow-up to this, of course, because we need to get more information on the police officer side. We would like to see the body cam footage. And if we make enough noise or we can get attention drawn to this, then, you know, we can benefit from that and go from there. We should have had institutions and funds ready for shit like this. Correct. We just fall short every time. But man, that's it on our end, man. Look forward to any other additional information. And like Sutek said, you know what I'm saying? We need that footage. We need that footage. And it's unfortunate. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening, man. We out of this joker.
the scales, it's in the place where y'all get a share. Niggas gon' hate, do I look like I care? I was dealing with pain, frustrated with life, how many were there? Thanks to the few, for staying true, I owe this to you. It all comes with paying your dues. Some couldn't walk a day in my shoes. Light on my feet, never light in the ass. You hummingbirds can't say you're mumbling word and way out of your class. Oh, do I share? Y'all master degrees. Life is a test, every day is a task. Progress to your best, give it all that you have. Rip up the block, peel the paint off the F. Never lose sight of your goals. I made diamonds from doubt. Turn my grief into gold. My destiny was set in stone. They selling ass and selling souls. Hands off a cider, hands off my pocket. You know that chopper, bodies probably rock the blocker. All they heard was bow, bow, bow. Sound like Waka Flocka. Straight to the top about it, ain't no doubt about it. Best believe we on the road. No limit, so we body, chiefin' on a whole lot of woe. Number one with a bullet, no. Similarly, boost hit the function, we Hennessy. I feel like 96 Tennessee. Yeah, ho, I'm on they head, fo. Always ignoring the sound. Now I put more in they mouth. Don't call me a king when y'all giving whores the crown. Y'all niggas watered down in me. I'm prohibitionary liquor. I'm like a 9 on the Richter, sublime state of mind, no ordinary nigga.